Hello, I'm Lise-Lotte. Welcome to my inside studio. So last week was the last week in my series outside, more or less in the sunshine actually, but often the wind and stuff too, where I was in the bottom of my garden, just in front of my greenhouse, and kind of talked about lots of things that were going on in my creative life, and always around the theme of connection through creativity. And this next season that I'm in here, we're all in actually if we're in the Northern Hemisphere, is sort of being inside. So as I'm saying this, and I'm, wearing something that I knit quite a number of years ago, but I just love it because it's sort of cozy. It's a shawl of sorts. But it does look pretty nice out there, although the dark clouds are coming. So at first I thought, when I set this up, I thought, well, actually I could kind of be outside in the sun. And then I'm just behind the camera. I can see the really, really dark clouds coming in. So actually it's okay that we're in here. I wanted to I know a lot of you are far away, and I just thought for fun, because I've got a cyanotype workshop coming up on Saturday here on Vancouver Island, but I know that many of you can't come, but I thought it just might be fun to see kind of what the process is. So I take a white cloth, just a regular, like just this regular, this is a Pima, P-I-M-A, cotton. And I have washed this I just did this yesterday. I have washed this in the machine first. And then I have, like, just with regular soap that I use. And then I actually then ironed it a bit just so that I would get out most of the wrinkles. Then I cut it into the shape of a tea cozy, the shape that I've come up with. And then I boiled it in water and two other things, the same process that I do when I prepare fabric for indigo dyeing, and then washed it again, rinsed it, and then it's actually it's sitting on my ironing board waiting for me to iron it. But it starts like this, and that process, and then you get this wonderful blue. And it's much more of a color fast kind of thing. When I first started making tea cozies and selling them on Etsy 5 years ago, it was lovely, and they went all over the world, which was really exciting and fun. But unfortunately, I hadn't yet learned about how to sort of get them a more color fast. In other words, people would wash them and the print itself would still be there, but the blue was gone. And I just love that blue. But I'll show you a few other ones. This next one is these are cherry blossoms that I had pressed from the spring. And then these are sweet peas from the garden, a few weeds from the garden, the grass is there, and then the little daisies. So I've pressed all of that. So those were from dried. These ones, it's kind of funny. I just love this. I just think that the marks and everything on here, I mean, I just love this one. But I will tell you that these ones these are a kind of morning glory that just came up in the garden. Honestly, I think sometimes the weeds that come up are as good as, or if not better sometimes, than some of the other things that I do. Here's another one. I used a lot of the same elements. These ones are all dried flowers, and I've put them under glass as well. So that's why we're getting that just wonderful, wonderful detail there. Can you see that? I'm just so, so happy with these ones. It's going to be hard for me to say goodbye to them. And some other ones that I've dried as well. And then actually I have a video, come to think of it, that people buy, and and then they learn it's a two-part thing. So they learn how to do the cyanotype, and then they learn how to make it into this tea cozy. So this is what I'm doing on the weekend, is that I'm will be doing these ones. I was going to take a sip of tea, but my tea cup is holding up this video camera, which is my phone. Anyway, so I can't have a sip of tea. But anyway, and so they will leave with this part, the little ribbon and the insulate. You can almost hear that inside, and then they can choose their own. They'll probably have fabric from a stash or something. I use linen and a beautiful quilting cotton. This one is all linen, beautiful linen, and this is sort of a heavier cotton on the back. I got this one in Denmark, actually. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? But anyway, I thought I would just show you, because, you know, sometimes I go along and I'm doing all of these things. Oh, I wanted to show you one other thing. It was yesterday, and I am getting ready for a really exciting project, which will involve my garden, and it's happening at the end of November. So I was out there kind of clearing and like just kind of, because it's fall here, and so this carpet rose, it does have a little bit of a scent, but I picked it. I didn't even realize that I was sort of picking it, but there it is anyway. And I had gotten this little one from, well, I was a Girl Guide leader years ago, and it was a present at the end of the year, and that the girls had given me, and I've moved this many times, but I quite love it. And I mean, can you imagine? It's like October 1st, and here we are. So anyway, that was kind of fun. I just had to show you that. I always like to have something on my desk, no matter how small or simple or whatever, that is fresh, to have just in here while I work. I don't know, do you do that as well? So this is a short episode, and I'm also going to suggest that this time last year, I did a whole series of flower arranging and kind of a conversation along with it. And so I would point you in the direction, if you're seeing this through my newsletter, then I will link that in the newsletter. By the way, if you want to join the newsletter, the links are here as well. And if you're seeing this here on YouTube only, you can go to a different part of my page, or channel, or I guess it's channel, but it's all on the same page. And maybe there'll be something that appeals to you. Some of the ones I do like a different color, like I focus on white, or I focus on green, or I focus on blue. And some are more just the seasonal kind of thing. So I thought, you know what, I think I'm gonna share that, because you might be interested in that. And I had fun making them, and the flowers are the same as what I have in my garden right now. So I thought that could be kind of fun for today. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. And if what I do here in terms of connection and creativity, if it is helpful to you in some way, I would love to know about it. I appreciate every comment that people make, and when they make the time to write that, I really, really appreciate that. And also, if this is something that you know might be helpful to some people, because, you know, it's there's a lot in the news and a lot of things going on, and sometimes it's nice to no, nice is the wrong word. Sometimes I think it's important to take a little step closer to our creativity, a little step just of calm. And so that is what I'm hoping to offer here as well, in terms of that connection to ourselves and our own creativity. And so over the next weeks, then I'll be sharing different kinds of things that we're working on, that I'm working on, and maybe it will inspire you to take a workshop where you are, or any of the ones that I offer here, either the ones that I have online or the ones I do in person. And yeah, that's my hope, is that you will have just a little moment just to take a few deep breaths, and maybe get busy with your hands, doing something with your hands so that it can relax your own nervous system, and we can kind of deal with all the things that are, presented to us on a daily basis that can be really difficult. So I'll leave you with this one last picture of this beauty, and then I hope that, oh, it looks like the vase needs cleaning, and I'll see you here next week. Thanks so much. I wish you peace on your path.